Prince Harry visits the Kruger National Park and suddenly there's all this fuss. Not really suddenly, I mean it's been going on for a while, but there's all this fuss about the rhino getting extinct. And that's why today's topic is what happens once the rhino does get extinct. But that being said, I have to tell you that every single day 200 species get extinct and 15,000 to 18,000 species are discovered every year. But coming back to the rhinoceros, in the 20th century we had like 5 lakh of them roaming around in the world. By the 1970s things were not looking so good because that number had come down to 70,000, and today there's only 29,000 left. But things aren't looking that grim in Nepal. In fact, in the last 4 years, they've had a 21% increase in their rhino population. In the Indian subcontinent, initially, rhinoceros were mostly found along Pakistan and the Indo-Burmese border. But because of climate changes, because of drastic changes that were happening in their habitat as well, which they could not adapt to, that number slowly started dwindling. Today, they're mostly found along the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam, Nepal and Bengal. Now ironically, for the 12th South Asian Games, the rhinoceros has been declared as the mascot. So why is the rhino getting extinct? 1,800 years ago, traditional Chinese medicine claimed that it would give you some of the best and the most amazing sexual power and strength. That is the poor rhino's horn when it was crushed into powder. And more recently in Vietnam, a politician supposedly cured himself of cancer. And even today, the horn is being crushed into a powder and is being used as some sort of like cocaine substance that gives you more virility, doesn't give you a hangover after a night of full drinking. And if you think about it, rhino horn isn't even like the elephant's tusk, which is made of ivory. It's not even bone, it's hair. It's nasal hair clumped together. So basically, humanity is willing to believe that an animal's nose hair, when crushed and put up their nose, will help them in bed and not give them a hangover. And then perhaps we're just willing to believe anything. In fact, when it comes to extinction, over 90% that has existed on this earth today is extinct. But don't get me wrong, it's not like we went about killing everything. But at the same time, we have killed the rhino, we have killed the elephant, and we have killed the dodo. We ate the damn thing and made it extinct. But going back to the fact that some ideas that humans do believe in are causing problems in our world today. Like you believe in one God, I believe in another, or what the heck, I don't believe in God at all. And here's the beauty of it. Most gods have even become extinct. For example, I'm sure that you also might have heard that in our Hindu scriptures, we have close to 33 crore Hindu gods. How many can you name without research? On the top of your head? 10? 20? I'm sure not any more than that. So many gods have disappeared, whether it's Greek gods, pagan, the Norse. I think Marvel Comics ka Thor is the only one that seems to have survived in this century. And today's religious leaders are only telling humanity one thing, whether you're a Hindu, Muslim, Christian or Parsi, have more babies. But more babies means only one thing: less space, less forests, more need for cars and roads on which you can drive them. What we need to acknowledge is that we are very powerful as a species when it comes to the ecosystem, and we're the ones that need to be responsible. Most of the people who say, save Mother Earth, she is dying, I ask them, why? Why save Mother Earth? The only reply that I get is for future generations. And if you ask me, that is the most selfish and egoistic human kind of behavior that you can ever encounter. It's all ego versus eco. Save the rhino not so that your grandchildren get to see it, but perhaps maybe you could have lesser grandchildren and there's more space for the rhino to survive. That's it from me this week. I'll catch you again very soon. There's a really cool big question coming up again next week. We're almost here towards the end of the year. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Till then, share, like, comment and subscribe. I'll catch you again soon. Ciao. Delhi's turned around and said that you can only use odd and even number plates on certain days. Hopefully, that is something that will work. In fact, this is a list of like a number of cities where it did work just fine. The next significant stage of human evolution would be the Homo neanderthalensis. Now, these guys were one of the first of our ancestors who actually started to speak and bury the dead.